He's seen a lot. He's a guy that just can add a lot of, I think, knowledge and depth right now in that room. And we have some young guys, and come in and compete and show us what he can do. But a veteran player that has obviously played this position, started a ton of games in this league, and excited to get him going and caught up to speed.
Meanwhile, Vikings receiver Irv Smith Jr. getting his first touchdown of the preseason Sunday night against the Seahawks, as we showed you in the first block. A 3-yard touchdown from Sean Mannion at the end of the first half. And Smith topping it off with a dance, which teammate Adam Thielen told Tom Pelissero Smith needs to pace himself.
I don't agree with using the celebrations in preseason. I think you got to storm up. You go get back to the huddle, and then you save them up for the regular season. But it's good to see him in the end zone.
Absolutely, but Kyle, as you mentioned, he's got to pace himself a little bit. Sage advice there from one Adam Thielen, but save it up, stack him up for the regular season.
I completely agree. It's like Schrager in the dressing room before the show, just giving us all his Cowboys takes. Peter, save it for the show. Yes. Thank you. Well, we're not interested, Peter. Let's talk some football, though, guys. Let's be interested in highlights. Broncos, look at this crew. They're bringing the highlights. The Reservoir Dog Pound. And then there's this guy. He looks like $1 million in a T-shirt, but Andrew Luck working out, not suiting up, not playing. Let's get to the football, guys. That's Kareem Hunt. We haven't seen him in a minute, and he looks exactly like he did with the Chiefs. Fierce, physical, aggressive. He had 2 carries for 6 yards. He'll miss the first 8 games with a suspension. Next Browns possession. Garrett Gilbert to Jalen Strong. Garrett Gilbert, an AAF guy. Orlando Apollos last year. Touchdown. Look at Odell on the sideline. What's up? They kind of have the choreographed bucket hat. And then Jacoby Brissett. To who? Eric Ebron scored 76 touchdowns last year. They're calling him Mr. Red Zone in Indianapolis, and I really like it. And Jacoby looks sharp. Luck may need Jacoby to look great when they start the season. We'll get into it.
Want to go to Hawaii?
Yes.
Mahalo. First NFL game in Hawaii since 1976. That's not a Pro Bowl.
Aaron.
Worth noting that Aaron Donald made the trip. Jared Goff and Todd Gurley didn't even show up. They stayed in L.A., did not even make the trip, but Dak Prescott did. He completes a pass there. Tavon Austin. Here we go. Dak's looking again. Finds Michael Gallup for a nice 31-yard completion. Dak, all this contract stuff going on, you would not be able to tell based on his drive. He looked very smooth and in control here. 11th play of this drive, 3rd and 6. Dak Prescott looking. Who does he hit? Jason Witten with the reception. Oh, wow. See a Witt?
What year is this?
What year is this? Right. Where's Emmitt Smith? The Cowboys running game. Here's Tony Pollard out of Memphis. Hey.
No bueno.
Oh, Zeke and Cabo.
Pick. 2nd and 22. That was. Here's another one here. 1st and 10.
What? Are you kidding?
Diablo.
Would only carry the ball 5 times, but would gobble up more than 8 yards a carry with 42. How about Blake Bortles?
Yeah. Okay. From Jared Gilbert to Blake Bortles. I see the alliteration.
That's it. Bortles hits Darrell Henderson, another Memphis running back. He takes Memphis running back. Who knew?
Yeah.
Late in the first quarter, D'Angelo Williams shout out. First quarter, there it is. Blake Bortles to JoJo Natson. He's been around the league. He's about 5'7". He has the touchdown there.
Great name.
The Rams would lose 14-10, but both offenses did have their moments. After the game, Jerry Jones, though, stole the show with a message for his running back, Ezekiel Elliott, who's not there. Guys, listen to this and look at Jerry's face.
Is Pollard your best negotiator with Zeke?
Who?
Pollard.
Zeke who?
He's got you on camera.
We're having some fun. Not at your expense. If he continues this through the next several weeks, he's going to be right in the middle of it early. And that'll really complement what we're doing with Zeke. Okay. Not replace that, and I mean that. Not replace it, and nobody's be getting cute here, but it'd certainly be a great compliment to have a great running game with I can picture those guys in the same sets at the same time out there and really giving those defenses fits.
Well, I tell you what, Jerry, that first Cowboys drive was pretty cute. It was Tony Pollard all the way into the end zone. And just his demeanor, what he's saying, and that performance by Pollard makes me feel like the Cowboys do have the upper hand in negotiations if Pollard could continue to impress like this, Riggs.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, that laugh right there shows me that it's almost like Alfred E. Newman, like, what, me worry? He's not stressing about
R.I.P. Mad Magazine, man.
Oh, hey,
going away.
No longer with us. But this is one of those deals where Jerry is in full control and doesn't seem to be shaken by it. However, as great as those runs were, and 8 yards per carry, I'm going to point out to a play on that first drive with 10 minutes left in the first quarter right away. Watch Tony Pollard here, guys. This is also part of the game. It's called pass protection.
Uh-oh.
And Dak takes it back and whiff. Dak gets clobbered. That is something that Ezekiel Elliott would be able to handle. And these are the little things that, as much as Jerry wants to smile and laugh at, Dak is a great player, but he's really great player when Zeke Elliott is on the field. And it's a little thing like that that people roll their eyes and say,
He's been deep on pass pro right now. I love it.
matter if you
Jason
have...
Witten might also be at fault in that play, too.
We want to talk offensive line stuff. As far as the running backs go,
totally right.
Zeke Elliott's the full package.
Yeah.
So is Jerry worried, and is he going to... Yes, but however, if Dak goes down and you got Cooper Rush as your quarterback, it ain't so funny anymore.
But if they're winning, that's the ultimate leverage, right? They start the season, they don't have Zeke, and they're winning games. Then we have all of the hand.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about a guy that led the league in rushing. All right, he's done it twice now, I think. The year that he was suspended is the one time he didn't. So I look at Zeke Elliott. Look, Tony Pollard looks great. He had 5 carries. All right, you give Zeke 25 carries, that's a totally different story. So until Tony Pollard does that, until he gets 25 carries a game, basically puts a team on his back, I'm not going to compare him to Zeke Elliott because Zeke has done it. Preseason's a little bit different. But I think when you look at, if you're Jerry Jones, you look at this offense and you look at Tony Pollard, and look, he's catching the ball out of the backfield too. You're saying, look, we want Zeke now more than ever because now we've got a 1-2 punch. Now we've got somebody that can come in when Zeke needs a breather and still give us that production. That's something they've been trying to get from Alfred Morris. They tried to get it from McFadden a couple years ago. So I think Tony Pollard just adds another weapon for them offensively. But to your point, Kay, about the business side of this, I mean, Zeke, the upper hand, Zeke's under contract. You've talked about it. You've talked about it. He's got 2 years left on his deal. This isn't like Le'Veon Bell holding out because he got tagged again twice. Zeke needs to get his
But
butt
it's a power
in.
struggle. I just like to look at my phone in the morning, Shregs, and look at the stocks. Are they up? Are they down? Where am I at? And if I'm looking at Zeke now, Zeke's
Bear
stock,
market.
his leverage is down right now. He's losing leverage as time goes on.
You know whose leverage is up? August 19th, 2019. Schrager goes to the pass protection film. Mark it down. First, and by the way, I think it's valid. It all boils down to this for me. I'm not trying to get cute here, but Zeke who? It's so good. Jerry Jones loves Tony Pollard. There's a powerful thing in any business, certainly this one, that the boss loves me and wants to propel me and wants to advance me. Guys, he showed some bursts yesterday. That's all you needed. Peter, he missed a block. No, listen, I think it's valid. But I think that'll be on Kellen Moore to make up for that if that's something that's lacking in his game. That did not go well in Mexico. It went really well in Hawaii, bad in Mexico, and great in Dallas. All we need from Tony Pollard is, can you bust a few runs for us? Because the rest of it is good. But Dak looks great. Dak has not had an incomplete pass in the preseason yet. If Tony Pollard starts fumbling and blowing assignments, it all goes back to Zeke. But, Kay, bear market in Mexico for Ezekiel Elliott right now. They just needed to be decent. He looks better than that.
More highlights ahead. By gone, Kyle, we got ourselves a kicker in Chicago.
Hey, hoot, Manny, we did it.
Love that. The Bears
By default.
have a kicker.
Yeah. Wasn't the guy.
I need some negative today, Trey.